You are watching Matinee Chat with Kathy Kaiser.
Nice. And now I'm very blessed to be sitting here with the lead actor and producer of Expect Delays, Ted Trent.
Woohoo!
Yay!
You brought the cold weather with you.
I tried. Can you see our?
Thank
Can you see our breath?
In Hollywood, that's $1 million effect.
That's right. Just for your Christmas movie, you know.
Right.
It's not quite the holidays, but we're letting loose with it a little bit early.
We're on our way.
So, we talked with Dan earlier. Gave us a little bit of background about, you know, the movie and writing it.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is our third film.
Together.
And, yeah. So I pay him to write really good movies and write me in as the lead. So, true story.
Gotta love that.
Yeah. I'm
So-
a home writer.
Without giving away too much about your character, can you share with the viewers of Matinee Chat just a little bit about, I believe his name is Alec?
Alec.
Yes.
Well, one of the things Dan does with me is he writes stories that I feel comfortable in. And I'm a real estate agent in LA, and in the film I play Alec, the realtor from Chicago, because I'm also from Illinois. And I wanted to address, you know, a lot of the concerns we have at the holidays on things that just don't seem to be right with the family. And, you know, I come back every year for about a week and try to fix my family, and then I go home, you know, depressed that I can't fix them. This is real life.
They're not
and the movie.
appeasing you. Oh, really? Okay. Perfect. So we kind of intertwine, maybe, because I forgot to ask him, did he have some reference from, you know, you or him, or, you know, your lives, your real families?
Well,
I
asked him when I started work with him to interweave some of my real life stories so I could get more passionate about promoting the films. I just didn't want to do a film that I didn't not only relate to, but I wanted to get behind them and push, you know. And I feel like I can get behind all three films that I've done, because they all are an expression of who I am in one way or another. So this one takes on the family holiday, and the ending is not the way it really goes in my real life, but it's the hope.
Maybe it's a
the
hopeful,
ideal.
hopeful ending here.
It's the ideal.
Your character, you know, I know you through this process of you making, you know, films here in Belleville. Bottom line is, that character isn't who I see on a daily basis. So maybe Dan wrote in a little bit of not nice, Ted.
Well, there is
the
some
character.
not nice about me, or I would say there's a firm side of Ted that when I deal in real estate, you know, people don't see that in the movie business, you know. I'm paying for these things. So my other life as a real estate agent, you know, you get hired because you know how to get things done, and, you know, and you're to the point, and you know how to push when you need to. So balancing that with who I see myself as in the world is an act that people are invited to pay for to see.
So please pay for it. Come see the movie.
Yeah.
Now, you interact with, of course, all of your family members. Of the parts that Dan wrote, which family member is your favorite, and maybe which family member isn't your favorite?
Well, interestingly enough, none of the family members are represented of my family in here, just me.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm playing me.
Okay.
I love all these family members.
They're all so enjoyable.
I'm going to recast. I'm just going to come back to Belleville every year and live with that family.
There you go. His family's really not that bad. He's just teasing. He's just teasing, Mom and Dad. And
No, I love my family, but, you know, it's, I think nowadays with phones and so many distractions, we do feel disconnected to our families. And that's what I wanted to address with this movie. You know, I'm on an exploration on how to get along with people. And I think that's normal. And I think a lot of people get depressed when their kids say the wrong things and their parents say the wrong things. And my mission with this film is to say, hey, it's the holidays. You're going to say the wrong things, and it's okay. You know, sometimes you just say, I'm sorry, and that can carry you through.
well, I know that I went on an emotional roller coaster when I got to view the movie earlier today. That
Yeah.
was the plan, I'm guessing?
Well, you know, because a lot of holidays happen in this compact 5 days or 3 days, your son may come in on an airplane ride and it's gone the next day. We have these awkward moments where we're trying to get everything out. And you're like, what did you just say, Mom?
Right.
And how did you just say that? And my mom would say, well, you're getting on the airplane in an hour and I just got so much I want to tell you. And those are, I'm like, okay, let me cancel the airplane trip. Well, that doesn't happen in real life. You get on the plane and go.
Right.
So I don't think those were intentionally written to make you sad or happy, more or less to make you feel normal.
Right. I mean, I think that there's a character in the film, which I talked about with a couple of the other interviews, that you can totally relate to. I mean, none of us has a perfect family, I don't believe.
Yeah. I think it's perfectly dysfunctional, and that's okay.
Right.
It's the fact that everyone thinks that because it's Christmas or Easter Sunday morning that we got to look just right in church. And, what if we don't? What if we're just okay with the family the way they are? Maybe the holidays will be better. The idea behind expect delays is if we expect the problems a little bit more, we're not so taken back by them. And that can cause pause during the holidays and maybe just a little bit more joy and reflection, so.
Sounds good. Sounds really good,
So
just like the film.
Expected delays. And what's interesting, when we had auditions for the movie, almost all the auditions, we asked people to tell us their favorite Christmas memory. And interestingly enough, and we have a lot of those on our website, Expect Delay Movies, Expect Delays Movie, Expect Delays Movie, .com, you can see the auditions. But a lot of the best auditions were people when something went wrong and they learned something about their mom or their dad. And it was because of that delay. And now because of this movie, I'm going to look differently at the holidays. I'm going to look for those moments that the tree falls over or we're late for church.
And embrace it.
Yeah, and see what's really happening and how much fun we can have at the hard times.
I'm so excited for your new film. I'm so excited to have you here. And hopefully our paths will cross again a little bit later on the red carpet.
Aren't you going to LA soon too?
Yeah, I'm heading out tomorrow,
they'll cross there as well.
There you go. Sounds great. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Being on Matinee Chat.
Love it.
Take care.